This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the PremiereTrade Market Wrap.
This is the Market Wrap. I'm Jack Lott on the James Dix Financial Network. Congressional aides say the Bush administration has hammered out an agreement with financial industry officials to freeze interest rates for certain subprime mortgages for 5 years in an effort to combat a soaring tide of foreclosures. Meantime, the Mortgage Bankers Association index of applications to buy a home or refinance a loan increased 22.5% to 791.8. That's the highest level since July of 2005. Productivity in the non-farm business sector increased at a 6.3% annual rate in the quarter. A month ago, the government reported productivity rising 4.9% annualized. The ISM non-manufacturing index fell to 54.1 from 55.8 in October. Drop was larger than expected. Economists were looking for the index to decline to 55 even. Commerce reports factory orders advancing by 0.5% in October, far better than the flat reading that had been expected. And the other economic report out today, the ADP Employer Services Index, reporting that companies in the U.S. added 189,000 jobs in November, more than economists had anticipated. OPEC decided to keep production unchanged. Reports from Abu Dhabi indicate that OPEC left output at current levels, with a meeting scheduled next month to discuss the policy again. U.S. retailer sales rose 2.5% last month, starting off what may be the slowest growing holiday shopping season in 5 years. Consumers scaled back purchases in the last week of November following Thanksgiving weekend discounts. In Forex news today, the British pound dropped sharply as traders bet that the Bank of England will follow in the Bank of Canada's footsteps and cut its base interest rate tomorrow. The increasingly dovish stance in currency markets comes after measures released today showed declines in home prices, services sector sentiment, and consumer confidence. European Central Bank, which also decides interest rates tomorrow, is not facing the same pressure to cut interest rates, with Eurozone inflation running at about 3%. Separately, the Australian dollar was lower against rivals after the Reserve Bank of Australia held interest rates unchanged, but gave a more dovish outlook than it did in the preceding month. And according to the Xinhua news agency, China will shift its monetary policy from prudent to tight next year to prevent its already hot economy from overheating and to try to contain accelerating inflation that threatens social stability. Xinhua said that the decision was made at a closed-door economic conference, which the country's Communist Party leaders hold every December to draft policy for the coming year. Economic reports coming out on Thursday include the initial jobless claims for the week of December 1st. Earnings today, Sanderson Farms reporting profit well above its year-ago results, although earnings still missed Wall Street expectations by a penny per share, mainly due to squeezed margins. Neiman Marcus reporting total revenues of $1.13 billion compared to $1.04 billion last year. And the Isle of Capri casinos reporting a quarterly loss of $24.6 million or 80 cents a share. Excluding one-time items, the company posted a loss of 45 cents a share. Analysts expected a loss of just 4 cents a share. Earnings tomorrow, looks like Korn Ferry International is on the schedule, Toll Brothers, Fleetwood Enterprises, Hooker Furniture, Movado Group, Dave & Buster's, as well as Smith & Wesson. Some of the stocks in the news today, Collective Brands, fiscal third quarter net income falling to $25.5 million or 39 cents a share. Intel was upgraded to overweight from market weight, with the brokers seeing PC strength and benign selling price pressure next year. And Prudential Financial and India's real estate developer DLF Group agreed to form a joint venture in Mumbai. And that is the Market Wrap. I'm Jack Lott, and this is the James Dix Financial Network.